Epictetus, a Greek philosopher, once wrote, "When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and reflect in your own failings. For the wise person learns not by punishment but by self-examination." In a world driven by materialism, where success is often measured by wealth, possessions, and social status, the Stoic philosophy offers a radically different perspective. At its core, Stoicism asserts that virtue, not material wealth, is the true path to a meaningful and fulfilling life. This timeless philosophy encourages us to focus on internal qualities rather than external acquisitions, providing a refreshing antidote to the relentless pursuit of material success. Let us have a look at some of these views. 1. The Stoic definition of virtue. For the Stoics, virtue, arete, or excellence, is the highest good. It consists of 4 cardinal qualities: wisdom, the ability to make sound decisions based on reason and understanding; courage, the strength to face challenges and act rightly despite fear or adversity; justice, treating others fairly and striving for the common good; temperance, exercising self-control and moderation. Unlike material possessions, which are fleeting and outside our control, virtue resides within us. It is self-sufficient and cannot be taken away, making it the ultimate measure of a good life. 2. Materialism and its discontents. Modern society is deeply entrenched in materialism, where happiness is often equated with acquiring more money, more possessions, and more status. However, research and lived experiences repeatedly show that material wealth offers diminishing returns on happiness after basic needs are met. The pursuit of external validation often leads to anxiety, insecurity, and emptiness. A focus on having rather than being can distract us from what truly matters: relationships, personal growth, and inner peace. The Stoics recognized this over 2,000 years ago. They warned against becoming enslaved to external goods, which are beyond our control and inherently unstable. 3. Why virtue matters in a materialistic world. In a world dominated by consumerism, the pursuit of virtue offers an alternative framework for living. Virtue provides lasting fulfillment. Unlike material goods, which provide only temporary pleasure, virtues like wisdom and justice contribute to a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. A virtuous person finds contentment in their character and actions, regardless of external circumstances. Virtue frees us from external dependence. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, actions, and character. This shift reduces the power of external factors, money, possessions, status, to dictate our happiness. By prioritizing virtue, we become more resilient to life's uncertainties, such as financial loss or societal pressures. Virtue cultivates meaningful relationships. A life centered on materialism often fosters selfishness, competition, and envy. Virtues like justice and temperance, however, encourage empathy, fairness, and moderation, which strengthen bonds with others. Virtue promotes social good. In a world where materialism can lead to exploitation and inequality, virtue reminds us to act justly and prioritize the well-being of others. Courage and justice empower individuals to challenge societal norms that prioritize profit over ethics. 4. Practical Stoic practices for cultivating virtue in a materialistic world. To prioritize virtue over materialism, Stoicism offers actionable guidance. Practice negative visualization. Regularly imagine life without material comforts to remind yourself of their transient nature and foster gratitude for what you already have. For instance, you can reflect on how you would cope if you lost a prized possession or source of income, focusing on your internal strengths instead. Reframe success. Instead of measuring success by wealth or status, redefine it as living virtuously, acting wisely, courageously, and justly in daily life. For instance, you can celebrate acts of kindness or moments of self-discipline as true achievements. Limit desires. Seneca advised, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Learn to distinguish between needs and wants, focusing on what truly enriches your life. For instance, you can avoid mindless consumerism by practicing intentional spending and ask yourself, does this align with my values? Detach from external validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Stop seeking approval through material displays. Focus instead on self-respect through virtuous action. Engage in community and service. Justice as a virtue encourages us to act for the collective good. Prioritize generosity, volunteerism, and ethical behavior over personal gain. For instance, you can invest time in helping others rather than accumulating possessions. 5. The benefits of living virtuously in a materialistic society. By embracing virtue, individuals can find inner peace, build resilience, and create impact. Finally, let us learn to choose virtue over materialism. Stoicism reminds us that true wealth lies in character, not possessions. While the materialistic world promises happiness through accumulation, Stoicism offers a more enduring and meaningful alternative, the pursuit of virtue. By aligning our lives with values like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can transcend societal pressures and find fulfillment in what truly matters: our actions, relationships, and inner strength. The Stoic path may not be the easiest in a materialistic society, but it is undoubtedly the most rewarding. It challenges us to rise above the superficial, embrace our highest potential, and live a life of purpose and integrity.